Goodness! Whatever's the matter, you all look quite stunned.
So, no curare. The bottle was clean, is that what you're saying?
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. No! Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in the grand venue. Most kind.
Ugh! I hate her! God!
Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett?
I should like to be excused now. Please. Pretty please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for these furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you've given. Ugh! There's gotta be something. No, we're out! This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how? How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the Because, wait. Maybe it's... I got an idea. What if it's not the bottle? But the glass itself. Dude, that was never investigated either. Holy crud. Could you do it like that? If you put just a tip on like the part where he put his lip. Right? Maybe? I don't know. I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade got to go and all that. We'll make for an interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London. Well, murder again! Here's that.
There has to have been poison in that bottle. Doesn't there? But there can't have been. Because otherwise she would have keeled over. Dead! Ugh! Come on, Ryunosuke. We have all the clues now. A bottle of water. I'm going... It does contain... Would it contain poison? Is there a way to separate poison from one part of the... Wait a minute. It's no longer carbonated. Would that have something to do with it? She heard that from Hosonaga. She's studying the poison. She knows all the properties of it. It's either that or the glass angle. Either way, it doesn't have poison in it anymore. That I know for sure. As I thought! There's no poison in that bottle. What? Why, Ryunosuke? Isn't it obvious? There's no poison in there. She'd be dead by now. Run that by me one more time. Yeah, so that should not have taken me that long to figure out. Sometimes your unadulterated naivety really astounds me. But sometimes it's in need for good staining. Until it's as dark as your uniform in the way of the world. What? Huh? Is that what the color's supposed to represent? What? Is that what they're black? I never even thought about that. That was what? That was a guileless ending to a promising line of inquiry, Consul, which will be penalized. No, what? I can't be this stupid. There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? Dude, I don't think so. I'm sorry, I disagree. But I guess it contains poison after all? What? Huh? The culprit did put curare poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. You're serious? Come on, Ryunosuke, your uniform. No,
Fool, are you blind? There's no possible way the bottle contains poison. I mean, we just saw her.
Miss Brett drink the water from it? Is that what you're talking about?
That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
Yeah, please tell me. I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer in this evidence will be in the courtroom or in the court record somewhere? Very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim, then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. Which explains the witness was able to consume this supposedly deadly liquid unscathed. What explains how the witness was able... Dude, I'm sorry, man. I think it's the glass. I mean, maybe... No, it's like a transparent piece of glass, dude. He would have saw a smudge. Unless the poison is like... just... It looks like rubbing alcohol and it's like transparent, which we don't know enough about it yet. Oh god, I almost said Y again. I'm gonna read this again. The last page, I mean. Dump. I thought I remembered something. I'm trying to think about real-world poisons. I don't... I don't really run across those a lot as a Let's Player. You'd think I would, given all the killing games we play, but okay. Dental work. Prohibited from eating anything but water, or drinking anything but water. So the water will be 100% fine. She clearly didn't... If even it was poisoned, right? She obviously would not effing... What's it called? Is there like a thing in there? No, I think it's just the way it's like rendered. And if she poured both of them poison, she never would have like drunk her glass. Am I going crazy? Oh, no, it's just the, what's it called? No, it's not the sicker from the other side. Hold up. Do we do this? So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had. It looks like there's a little bit left in the bottle. Although it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. Ryunosuke, don't do it. I'll just have a sip to keep me going. No! Ryunosuke, you can't do that. For one thing, that's evidence. And you don't want to end up like that Mr. Hosonaga. He's kind of a freak. You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We also don't know what might be inside, do we? You never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke. In more ways than one. Flattery can... I wonder, what... Could there be anything in this water? What? What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm thinking. I think I may have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. This is actually what I was supposed to effing do? A possibility? What? I'm sorry, I don't get it. There's no false bottom in this. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. What explains how the witness was able to consume this supposedly poisoned water? Supposedly. Post-mortem report. It can't be that. Let me check the, what is this? The hunters of the region use it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death. Why does that sound so weird? Subsequent death. We know because, yeah, eventually your lungs. Effects occur when the poison enters through a wound, such as inflicted by a blow dart. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result. But wouldn't the effing... The natives get poisoned too? Like, why the dump would they eat it? If they... Is that how... I honestly have never thought about that. If you poison, like, a cow or something to stun it, then if you eat the meat, do you also get poisoned? I don't know. Wait a minute! Route of entry. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound. It doesn't oh my god! I got it!
Yes!
It doesn't mention drinking it! Yo! The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
That's not a valid explanation. Crap.
No?
After all,
Get on with it.
we don't speak English. The report is utter gibberish.
We could get a translator!
This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule our court, Your Excellency.
Oh my god! Stop! Please tell me it goes through. I'm just reading Susato-san's note. Crap. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section. The ingestion. Where the crud? Practical special character. I don't know. Can I look at it again? Oh, thank God. Okay. I just gotta find where that effing section was. Rules of entry. Special characteristics. Got it. Dude, I'm for sure about that. She studied it a long time. She would know it's safe to ingest. Maybe? That would also explain the... Oh my God, that would explain that it doesn't poison you. When you eat it. The meat, that is. We've been hearing a lot about this cure-rare poison. However the creds you say it, I don't actually... And it's left me curious about something. Oh? Counsel? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters, have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat. No?
Get to the point, please!
But if they were to use these laced oh my God, you're right. Yes! That doesn't mean that there would be traces of poison left in the prey that the hunters are going to eat. Sounds kind of risky. I don't know. Yes, good point. Yeah, I did it! So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, Counsel. No, that would be madness. I can't believe it took me this long to figure that out. God. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. You could say the mouth is just a giant wound that never heals, but... Though through a wound, you say? That makes sense. Yes, the mention that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though.
Oh, poppycock.
No, you can't throw this away. You lost. It all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. Think about it. When cure enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poison effects whatsoever!
Wow, yeah, that's clever.
Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Cure's special characteristics! And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking the water without any danger to yourself!
You meddling little...
Ah! What the?
Rapscallion! Attack, Beauregard, my pet swan!
Well, Vianosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Dude, I got so effing lucky. Because I was thinking about it, they say, like, chicken breast has salmonella and stuff, so you gotta cook that crap. But, like, what if you directly injected the chicken breast with poison? For once in my life, being chicken man paid off. Really? Me? A lawyer?
Oh, this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure, but I fail to see how possible... So, this ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. Authored by a quack. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say? Spill it!
Your schoolboy logic has a fatal flaw, I'm afraid.
I'm 23. Flaw?
As even your brains managed to deduce, Cure is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of gastric succus.
Yes, of course it is. Gastric suckers? What is this lady on? God.
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
Then we're right back to the gunshot. We still have to find the other gun. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Good gracious. But, no! Wait a minute! If it enters through a wound... No, I was about to say you could have put it on the plate or something, but you still have to create the wound in the first place. How else did he get that burn? Dump!
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand. No. That was a rhetorical no. Of course you can.
The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. Yeah, but she never drunk it. Are you trying to suggest?
Yes. This Curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case of the trial. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
What the? Huh? Deal? What the heck's going on? What is this welling up inside me? Rage? Against a machine? The Industrial Revolution did happen, but no. I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense. Wait, it actually is rage! Almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey! Oh, dang, boy! He going! Oh!
Ah! Oh my goodness, he's pointing like a...
I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett!
How dare you use that tone with me, young man?
We're roughly the same age, but you know very well there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why. Even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that poison is completely harmless when ingested, why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the Killed alone by the Curare. Carbonated bottled water. I hate to break the tension here, but there are two things that are suspect. Wait, carbonated water. Brett shared the day of the murder. My money's on either it has something to do with that plate, or the glass that she tried to remove from the crime scene. For all we know, she could honestly be telling the truth about that. Not everything she says has to be a lie. Maybe she really just wasn't thinking about the glass. No, she took the glass to make it look like he was eating alone. Then what the dump? What is... Hold on. How do you get to... Crap. Oh, no, I can't... Can I not look at, the profiles? Crap. We need to think. What is the difference between Dr. Wilson and her? If they both drank, it doesn't add up. What the crud? Could have been something with the plate. But he wasn't eating dude, he wasn't even eating at the plate. It was her. So that's extra confusing. Wait, hold up. Can I look at this again? Is there anything we didn't glean from here? It's clearly a record of some kind of medical treatment. Okay, so it's just repeat. Extraction with use of anesthesia. Extraction. He just Wait a minute. Oh my god! That's it! That's literally it! If you get a tooth removed, that's technically a wound. It needs time to heal. It's because he got the tooth removed! There we go! As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference? Yeah, I figured it all out. The toxic effects of Curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. However, God, what rotten luck. What if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside? His mouth? What?
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Oh! God, this rocks! Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day.
I don't recall that.
So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. But why? Is she laughing? I ain't even said my good jokes yet. What the heck? Y'all get around to it. Don't rush me.
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are also puerile.
What does that mean, and what do you mean? I mean, I don't think it's a...
Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. When I school you that.
What the? No! What are you doing? Stop it! Get away from him! What the? Oh, I thought she was gonna hit Hosanagi with the bottle.
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen.
No!
I mean, it could just slip. Oopsies.
You effing turd. I hate you. Why did she do that?
Oh dear, how careless of me. These darn gloves, they're so slippery. I'm afraid some critical evidence might have tragically been destroyed.
No! Ryunosuke, we really don't need it. Like, what is that? It's the English woman. She just smashed that bottle. How rude! In Supreme Court? The poor rug. Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of that water from the broken bottle as possible. At once!
You're wasting your time. It's already into the rug, and now you're gonna have a poison rug. Oh, what do? You have to replace all of it. It's gonna be such a pain. Excuse me? Not you. This delightful carpet under my foot here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully.
That's actually where it's going.
You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. Na 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 boo boo.
Hey! Stop being mean! How could you? You won't get away with this!
You can't thumb the bench and shout as much. You can thumb the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know, how will we? If there really was poison in the bottle or not.
Dang it! Why did we have, like, both of them right next to each other? That's probably a bad idea in hindsight. You.
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact.
Like what?
Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to the photographic print, I presume? Here you go.
Dang it! Oh my god, I never realized this. He's on the side of the table with the steak. What the dump? But he wasn't supposed to eat. I don't get it.
That's right. And really, look at this photograph. It's a close day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So, of course, the only person who could shoot him is in front. Is a little schoolboy.
No, that's not true. You could have gotten up. No, you killed the victim that day. Using Curer. And then in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you fired a shot. You stole his gun. You waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor before you shot the professor dead in the chest with your own hidden gun. Or that too. Yeah. Then in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see? You had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have. You should make children's books, young man. Instead of being a cruddy lawyer.
Ugh.
A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? I'm terribly sorry. But you don't have a shred of evidence. Exact. I don't even want to root for her anymore. As you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. We all know it. Suck it. Haha. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
No. That is not a valid deflection. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her. But now is she really gonna get away with this? I almost think so, yeah. This sucks. The way she destroyed the evidence was obscene. What a monster. Ryunosuke! We will avenge the bottle another day. Yes? We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. I beg your pardon? What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. My head? You told me before that your powers of observation were the only thing you could really depend on. Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head, so clearly I was distracted! So think back again. Now, try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, you felt, every color, every smell. Alright, I'll try. What I saw, what I felt. Every color? Naruto, now's not the time to tempt me with delicious steak! What the dump? That ain't blood from the stag, baby. That came from somewhere else. Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of this scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? I think so! I'd be surprised if I was wrong. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I may have uncovered another clue. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? Not intentionally. Come on then! Let's wipe the smug smile off that Englishwoman's face with some evidence! I'm down. All right. I can't wait! Uh-oh. Internal monologue. What's going on? It's been... I can't... What does that say? Uh-oh. It's been bugging me for a while. That's... Something feels amiss in my memories on that day. Listen, I gotta be extra sure! Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all of this. Right. What is up with that blood? It clearly shows Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been... is. I mean... That is suspect, but what is the angle? No, like, quite literally in this situation. If the bullet didn't pierce... Wait! No! That's right! If the bullet never pierced, this is pretty much confirmation that I couldn't have shot him from the angle she's suggesting. We got it! She messed up! She didn't look under the plate. Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this! Yes? What is it? He's still really upset over the bottle, it seems. Probably thinking about the bottle being smashed. Oh, gosh. It's okay. Everyone takes L's. As you said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime? Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table? Just curious.
Wait a minute, where are you trying to do? Where are you going with this, you little Japanese boy?
It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw this scene shown in the photographic print with my own eyes that day. But, dude, that's so clever because it was black and white too. And I saw that on a wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a splattering of blood.
Oh, wow, that's an undercooked steak. Oh, really? And what of it? Come now, obviously that must have been when you shot the professor.
No, that can't be the case.
I disagree politely.
Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. Yeah, nothing... Dude. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way blood should be behind him.
Oh, wow. Crap.
I'm surprised more blood didn't get on the tablecloth, honestly. Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite of the professor, as you were. Josiah Brett.
I beg your pardon?
I don't know what's happening.
This is beyond ridiculous, fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused apparently just remembered?
That is all the that is all the witness has done for hours. Oh God. Can we get him a napkin?
This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to.
Inspector, please, why are you making this about you? Oh, I mean, go on. Kill it.
Yes, I took the plate. In the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime, I took it, meat and all. And I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it! You did what? I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice.
Yo, Pogger, yeah, good job. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. Yes, we must examine it now.
Can I also see it? I'm rather curious. No, you can't!
Inspector, the court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately.
Yes, sir. I must, oh, well, I live rather close by. It wasn't hard to get, you see. Sorry for the delay, just the same. Here is what you ordered, Your Excellency. The steak. I don't suggest ingesting it, though.
Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't, I hope.
Quickly, Inspector, the blood, man! Show the court!
Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure.
No. That's impossible. What? No blood?
No blood anywhere.
No, that's impossible! There's no way she had time to clean it up! Before that, no, that doesn't even make any sense. They took the picture. What is going on here, dude? I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. We have to believe him. It's just not there. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. Dang it! What's going on?
What's an unbecoming expression, little boy? Bartholomew, silence. You see, this is what I always say. You can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
That's racist!
I couldn't agree more.
You idiot!
In the case of this is a disgrace to the Empire. He's making us look bad. I am doing a bad job at that as well.
I believe we've finally reached a conclusion in this trial. I've said that 14 times.
Let's pretend attempt at court proceedings is painful to watch, you see, even behind my mask. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over.
Curses.
This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly.
Wait a minute. Hold up, what about the plate under the plate? You know what I mean? That steel thing. Could it be under there?
If the sorry-looking excused witness to examine it again, be my guest.
Please let me look at it. I think that is the case. Was the plate I saw, or the plate I thought I saw, just a figment? Oh God, no, the gaslighting's working. This is it now, I've lost. Ryunosuke, it's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. But come on, man. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what. I'ma try. But God, this one sucks. Believe in myself? Really? Maybe it is the tin plate above it? I don't know. Maybe I should at least examine? Yes, please. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? Give me a second. Come on, man. That's gotta be the case, right? There's nothing under it. I want to know about this. What's up with this thing, dude? Seriously. This emblem on the side of the plate. Is it a cat? It's a cow, Naruhodo. Obviously. Most likely because the restaurant's signature dish is beef steak. It seems a lot of different restaurants have their own unique tableware. So this is the symbol of La Carnival? It's not very bovine name. I thought that would lead to more. Crud. How could it have dried so fast if Hosonaga is so anal about preserving it? Dude. Oh! Huh? What the dope is that? What in the world? I think it's a Koban coin. That's where the collector guy's coin went? And the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe. No, I don't mean what it is. What's it doing there? Wait, did you say Hoei Koban? I think that's what that guy mentioned. Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. How did this get under? Dude, this is so weird. This isn't the first time today there's been talk of Hoei Koban, whatever the frick that is. I've heard of pearls before, swine, but never heard of bullion. Bullion and bullion. Oh, that's funny as dumb. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means we need to hear from that witness again. Dude, he might have swapped the like someone interfered with this evidence. I'm for sure of it. The bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any more clues? Yeah, there's a big one underneath it. That's for sure. Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth. I don't know where this will lead us yet, but
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak. Seriously, red meat? Ugh.
I like bison, though. Bison's so yummy.
But I thought you were chicken man, Johnny.
You got me there. I got no defense, but I'm not on trial here.
Your Excellency, I think I made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more necessary procrastination in this trial.
We simply can't have that. But I'm sorry, Miss Brett. We must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied. All reasonable doubt has been dispelled.
I see. What a shame. So any chance I could use a little woman's room?
No, we don't have that here. Not a lot of girls get sent to court.
As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's your position, is it? What a shame. No female restrooms.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Very cool. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court what you're alluding to. What's the precise thing of the steak? It's underneath the steak.
Let me get at it. Let me get at that. There it is. Boom.
Huh? What the? When the world is? Oh, we already went over this. Huh? That's a cool mechanic, though. You can find it out beforehand. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. We know we got it. We got it. Okay. That thing. I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. It's from the Hoei era. That would make it really quite valuable. It's well marinated in juices as well. Look. That must increase its value. What, are you thinking of eating it, Naruhodo? No, but next time I order steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's gonna be racing as I lift up the meat. to peer for his prize? I think you might have the wrong idea of the stick about this, Ryunosuke. A koban underneath the stick. There's only one logical explanation. Which is... there was some interference? Oh.
Got it.
I didn't present. There we go. Good gracious, that's a...
Wait. A Koban coin. What on earth is that doing there? A Hoei era one at that.
Hoei era coin. A koban, perhaps. Didn't someone mention that before? Miss Brett! This is in fact the beefsteak you ordered at the restaurant the day in question. Is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat? Hey, don't tell me to shut up, you bird lady! That was the best insult I had, gee.
What a ridiculous question. How should I know? I've never seen that thing in my life. I don't know what it is, but I want no part in it. It's foreign to me. I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat, yeah, it's a little cringe and weird, but that could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef.
Objection!
No, there's no chance! Come on! Coincidence! Doesn't even begin to describe it! Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? A rare Hoei koban just happened to be underneath a piece of steak. Is this turns out to be irrelevant to the case? I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now! He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency, we need to hear from that guy again! A rare koban coin just happened to be hidden underneath a piece of steak? This turns out to be irrelevant to the case. I'll give up my lawyer job right now!
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway. Honestly, I don't want you around. You're threatening my livelihood. Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it's you who's irrelevant. Haha, your game isn't popular.
Maybe one day it will be. Hush your mouth! We don't know yet! Even though I'm the one on trial here? Okay, no, it doesn't matter! Besides, my face is on the box. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under the steak. The owner? Yes, he moved the plate. I'm certain of it. There's only one person I can belong to. Don't even make us. It's gonna actually make us check. I want to check. Okay, she's very mysterious. Get that sucker in here! Where he be? Obviously, it can only be the antique dealer and owner of Rasute, Kirio Correcta-san. Oh, Kirio Corrector.
As in Mr. Cucumber something. Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
Yes. And yet, they persist. The old man who testified earlier along the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his koban coin, but what happened? At the exact moment the gun was fired. Yeah, what? God, it's been a while.
A gunshot interests me not. I was too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor? I don't think he referred to dancing.
Hunting for treasure, you see. Indeed, the Hoei Koe-ban, my prize coin.
Yes, I do recall that. Do you mean to tell me? Yeah, that's probably his. Duh.
No. Please, why would Korikuta-san's koban be sandwiched between the beefsteak and the plate? It makes no sense.
That's what I've been saying all along! Which is why I'm asking to bring Korikuta-san back to the witness stand, so we can ask him and stop wasting more time! Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in, without a moment's delay!
All right.
I can't believe we come back to this pair again. Yeah, they're way too detailed to only appear once. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this koban, we will find that it's a key element in the case. Well. Looks like a packed house. Man, that sucker wants to go home, don't he? Relatable. Wait, I am home right now. What's all this about? Why have I been caught up again? You think babysitters are free? You realize that it's dinner time for little boy Ido? Why my boy's on belly is empty? He's fiercer than a pack of wolves. Hey, is anyone gonna finish that steak?
Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs, forced to bear false witness. Tragedy. And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in trice, a worthless, withered antique. That's, you're being very dramatic. Nothing more I have to say. the sun has set on this Rusate shop owner's existence. Alas.
Be that as it may, Korikuta-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasute's memory serves, have you seen that?
Yes, that's the one, the very one. The very exact one that is.
Yo, where's that knife at?
The resplendent superfluous Oe treasure. How my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day.
It can't be. You gotta be kidding me. Oh no.
As I thought.
Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Kill me. But before you do, tell me, why was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices.
Sandwich? What is that? I'm not familiar. Soaking? Seriously? Why?
Clearly it couldn't have fallen by accident. Yeah, it was put there on purpose. Which means somebody must have hid it there on purpose.
Somebody concealed my Oe treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Inconceivable! Who would do such a thing? Such an unconsiderable thing! Let me at him!
That is what we are trying to figure out. Was it you, Algie? Be honest.
Excuse me. Could I say something?
Oh, please do, Hosonaga.
Yes, of course.
Proceed.
I mentioned this earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation. Wait, are they connected? Le Carnaval is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts, targeting the restaurant's rich clientele.
Ah, crud, it's Kurikita.
A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau.
Wicked crimes indeed.
Yes. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected.
Oh yeah, they're so shooken up over this. I mean, obviously I don't want my crap stolen either, but come on.
That's why you were sent undercover?
So much for that. Cover's blown.
It was me. I stole it the whole time. I took on the job as waiter of the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Kaban incident is the work of the same thief.
Uh-oh. This ain't looking good for Mr. What was her name again? Isa? Oh god. Well, not what we're here for, but... So, unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. Yeah, what a dump.
I don't know what the master thief part, but... the identity of this person who stole and hid the Korikuta-san's koban. It's all too clear. I beg your pardon?
What?
I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who is the despicable scoundrel that stole... Not Susato. Oh, she's a lot younger than I thought. Okay. Is she just, You know, that would give her... No, that wouldn't give her grounds to murder. I can't suspect Nosa. I mean, it is kind of weird how he's complaining that he couldn't get a babysitter and, you know, he's eating in an upscale restaurant. But is that enough grounds to, like, say he was a thief? I don't think so. Barely know anything about the guy. Meanwhile, Jezal Britt is really suspicious. I'ma say it's her. For my first guess. Seems like a likely candidate for a Koban thief. No, come on, Renosuke. What? Aww. I'm shocked, not as much as you shocked me. No one could have approached the table unnoticed. Even if you're a crazy fool, you could have missed that. I'm sorry, I didn't think it all through. I'm not sure you should be calling Kurikuta-san a crazy fool, Kazama. He's right in earshot and he has a bottle. It's you I'm calling the crazy fool. Sorry. Yeah, I jumped the gun. I don't believe I heard you correctly, counsel. Let me hear your opinion on this matter again. Tell us, who is the despicable scoundrel that stole? Hid it under the steak. I legitimately don't know. What is Nosa's motive here? Wait, could it be Kurikita? It was the owner of Ratsute, who was hunting for a lost Koban coin. Is it really truly belong to him? I gotta just keep shooting in the dark here, I guess. I don't know. How? What? Obviously, it can only be you! Sergeant Isanosa! How? How dare you, you monster! Monster? Me? I stole that Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? Really? You seriously accusing me of the crimes, cadet? I'll get you court-martialed! But it wasn't me, it was Ido! Ido's the mastermind of all of this! You're blaming your son?! I find that hard to believe.
No, let him keep going.
You gotta be joking. You would push the blame on your crimes on your own son? An innocent little baby boy? If you say who's the monster, it's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. Well, that's not nice. What? What's going on? What is happening? Clippity cloppity, clippity cloppity, clippity cloppity, clippity. This is the weirdest. How can this get any weirder? No! Huh? What is going on? Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Isanosa preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. What? He's not being brain controlled by the baby, is he? How crazy can this get? Do any of you know of the extraordinary low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation, owing to the recently ended conflicts, remain in place, and I've heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living. Yes. Exactly! All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son! That's why you're stealing things at the restaurant? The place is heaving with money, kid! Every 3 days I go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time! You're quite the multitasker. As long as he doesn't bother with a knife and fork, even. Just worrying. And your target that day was the old man in his caban. Yes. Sir, affirmative. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief, you might say.
I was all set to leave the steak. I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Bang! Again! And yes, when the professor was shot. Yeah, I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Ido, too. So I had the incriminating evidence as fast as I could. On the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. Didn't think I'd end up like this. My word. How do we know the child is not making him say this? No, that is far too silly.
Lots of dots in this chapter. Anyone else notice that? There they go again. More of them. Wow.
This is ridiculous.
Perhaps you could carry on with an absurd prattling in your own time? Fair to see how this has anything to do with me?
Well, Miss Brett.
Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. Ouchie, out. May the esteemed gentleman please be excused, please, please.
Indeed. The theft of the Koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder.
Well, of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat, the sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me.
Nonsense, is it? Are you sure? Well, oof.
As for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense, it's pure madness.
What? Is that what she's hung up about? Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. No! Miss Brett, you are free to leave.
Thank you, Excellency. Good luck, everyone, except the despicably, horribly ugly student boy. Adieu. As we say in... Wait, that's French. Oh, good day.
This sucks. Ryunosuke, what's the matter with you? There's no time for daydreaming. No, it's just... something about Miss Brett parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there's a contradiction in there somewhere. Something I quite... what she said goodbye in French. Well, if that's the case, don't just stand there thinking, make your voice heard! Sorry, I'll assert myself. You can think later. If you don't call it out now, it's too late. The trial will be over. All right, I'm going. I'll try my best. Wait, Miss Brett.
What is it now? Please make it brief.
I'm afraid. Just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago. I don't even remember what she said. What
are you talking about? What contradiction?
Oh, I thought you were done, mister!
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? Thank God for the flashback.
Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me.
That looks fine to me.
And for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and a fork.
Oh my God! Wait! It's beyond nonsense, it's pure madness. Without a knife and a fork. Wait, I'm right. What she said exposed an undeniable contradiction. I'm still... Okay, was she not the one that ordered the steak? Then Hosonaga would have pointed that out. Wait a minute, no! She swapped the plates! Oh my God. The steak that ended up on that table wasn't actually... Oh, I think that's it. I'm going to need to see some evidence. If Miss Brett's words truly are a contradiction, where's the piece of evidence to prove it? I think it's the steak. If we already know, right, that, what's his name? Yasunosa does order steak, right? Wait a minute. Hold up. Are the steaks actually different? Wait, I think it's actually being obscured. It is! The bite marks on the steak are different! Dude. But wait, that doesn't make any sense. Boiled carbonated water. Crime scene. If these are both crime scene photos. But what I'm willing to bet is we got the wrong steak. I want to look at the chew marks again. Maybe that is it. Hold up. bites do look slightly different. Yeah, okay. It may be just because the orientation of this picture, but I'm willing to bet we don't have the steak that was on her table. I bet anything. The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the prosecutor was killed. Yes, go on.
More accurately, Your Excellency, I'm thinking it's the plate. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. Now you're just splitting hairs. No, not true.
Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What do you mean?
It's extremely obvious. Is it? I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's bitten. You're right! It's the bite marks! Dude! This changes everything! Oh my god! If you ate a steak like that, those aren't cut marks at all! That's just a dude chomping down! And that makes sense. Isinosa isn't from here. He doesn't know how to normally eat steak. I see you noticed it too, Miss Brett. Noticed what, Counsel? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could ever contemplate picking up a steak and biting it without using a steak or knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined, gentle woman. She would know.
Then take a good look at this steak. In particular, the edge where it's eaten. Dude, it was right in front of us the whole time. That's insane! Okay, just for clarity, the steak in the photograph is the same one, but it's the bite marks. As you can see, they're clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Oh.
Ah!
It looks like Miss Brett's realized something.
Yeah.
So, if the witness, as she claims, contemplated eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all. The plates were swapped. Where's this other plate?
What is your actual point? Perhaps the delight of Miss Brett! Did I step on your toes, madame? As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice can't possibly wait any longer. Oh, of course. This is all but over in the blink of an eye, I promise. Rest assured, I'm out to put this rookie in his place. Nah, let's keep interrupting me. I've heard enough. You're irritating the spectacle, samurai relic. Of course. Dear lady, go menacai.
What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the steak have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? I do. For certain. The plates were swapped. I think. Now, at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that have allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I saw seems to have somehow disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. All right, let's wrap this up. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But come on. What exactly are you suggesting that tell us? Everything, Your Excellency.
Even the meaning of life? In these teeth marks? No.
Yes. I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson.
Conclusive evidence? How many times have I told that today? Come on now, you Japanese really have to repeat yourselves. You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase typical Japanese empty threats.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple, really. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court a long time ago.
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Hasn't been... Oh, you're gonna make poor Inspector Otanaga go on another sprint, will you?
Just because it hasn't been shown yet doesn't mean the evidence does not exist. Right. I don't care how long this goes on for.
This is absurd. The trial's run for several hours already. You say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? It can't be. I don't believe it.
I do. I don't. But there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom! I bet it's Brett. And if that person's willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, I will solve every remaining mystery about this case! Wait. Maybe it's... Isa, did you seal the pan too? Oh my... Very well. I have a feeling this will be the last request of the defense of this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth? Well, there's quite literally two thieves that they're with us at the moment. I don't know. It's actually kind of like, I'm kind of splitting hairs over this. Because there's the potential that, no, she wouldn't have, according to her, wouldn't have a way to sneak that away. Why would you bring it to the courtroom with you, though? Is it actually Hosanaga again? If he has to run to his, like, house and get it one more time. Or maybe it's Isanosa and it's in his in his pouch there. Oh, God, I got 3 shots, YOLO! I'm just blind guessing here. The answer's obvious. It's Inspector Hosanaga! What? I have it? Yes? You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? Really? That's... No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks. But the plate itself a waiter would have. Potentially. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Korakuta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. Hey, you watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. I don't care. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak you put the coin under, in fact, your own? Attention! Affirmative, of course. Might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she mind manhandling her meat. What? Manhandling her meal? Oh, Lord. Hide something in it. Come on, Sergeant. God, I hope nobody takes this series out of context. In other words, the steak the detective submitted as evidence earlier isn't the right one. Was in fact Nosa's meal. Yeah.
But that makes no sense. The plate was taken from the victim's table.
Doesn't mean it's the victim's, though. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak. Nor does she have an opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it. Was too busy searching for a way out of the establishment. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to an entire British Empire. Really, don't do it, don't.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the 2 steaks.
Well, yeah, that does make sense. My God, more dots!
I see. What have I done?
You did switch them? Oh, God!
Well, after it happened, this when I saw the civilian been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lift my steak and hid the coin underneath it. Then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, then it'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet there was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. Dang. That's actually nutty. Come on, man. Set a good example for your son. Don't be a thief. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table.
You did what? You can't have. I've never seen you do such a thing.
Because you were escorted out. It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There is no time for strategic planning. Or clever names. As we do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Unbelievable! Why are you so mean, young man?
However, fear not, Prosecutor San.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons on my uniform. That's all I did, sir.
Oh, you did? That's plenty!
You lost, Ouchie. So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows.
Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes.
Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's stake after the incident, but also the sergeant's. You do have it. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both.
Ah!
Well, someone's a good listener. That's correct. Then please, present it to the court now. I'd like to go home.
Also, that plate was actually on the victim's table the precise moment he was shot!
Shut up!
No, I'm not gonna, you effing a-hole! You're a killer!
What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold sabot off me. Can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection!
I don't care about the meat! I care about the plate! No, you're not wriggling your way out of this time, lady. Get her! Get her!
I beg your pardon. Oh my, I really should cut this mask. It's really hard to chew into.
Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no?
You're the one who decided it was a problem, not me.
The reason the defense asked to see the plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing, so it is important.
Thinks he remembers doesn't mean he actually did.
I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett.
Absolutely. God, this theme is ballin'.
On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear splatter of blood from the gunshot wound to the chest.
I believe the defendant's memory serves him well.
Well, I disagree, so I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
No! And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett! Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table. Even the judges are seeing it our way. Yes, sir! Let's go! Yes, sir!
It was quicker the second time. I knew the best routes, you see. Sorry for keeping you just the same.
Let me guess. Ooh, look at that clean cut! Yeah!
Here it is, the other steak in his plate. Please feel free to examine it.
Don't mind if I do. Oh, would you look at that? The bloodstain. It's clearly visible.
Yes!
Look!
Yeah. Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table, with his back to me.
It was impossible. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
I never. It can't be.
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is.
You?
That's right. No, it's not me.
It was you, Miss Giselle Brett! Take that! God. What a case, bro. My heart's on fire.
Oh, so is mine? You really haven't built a little girl's room, have you? Outdone by a Japanese? Me, by a Japanese schoolboy? No!
Hey, control your ball, lady! Dang! That thing's rogue! Get it! No, don't let it fly away!
Ah! Kia!
What the top? My God, how many birds do you have in that thing? Well, that was... What? Huh? No! You are not going to heaven, mister. You literally murdered an innocent man.
Look at little baby chickens. Look at all these chickens. Wait, there might be chickens.
Wait, no. They're definitely not. That was a swan. I guess we're eating good tonight.
Dang, in the end, we're all chicken, man. Crazy.
Excuse me, my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. You know how it is. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what exactly happened that day. The truth or not. We already effing know everything. Right?
Gladly, Your Excellency.
Make it snappy, you. Ugh. Despicable.
It was I who took the professor's life using career. As you surmise, I chose the particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison will be found in his water, because cure is unheard of in Japan.
Yes, of course I never intended to remain in the restaurant for as long as I did. Only needed the professor to take one tiny sip of this water and it would all be over. It would have placed the steak... But we still don't have a motive. I placed the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he'd been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, stupid Japanese boy, when any of that happened, there was an unexpected visit at the professor's table.
And that would be me, I suppose?
My lucky guess. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact you decided to come over to greet the professor...
Yeah, really messed with your plans.
Meant that I'd lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. What a shame.
Could have wore, like, not a giant hat, like...
I do, course. The professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I chose sitting in the chair since I wouldn't fall.
There was no way going back at that point.
So I concocted a plan to spur the moment.
You stole his gun off him? A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man.
I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that to fake
to my advantage. That fact to your advantage, okay.
I had the bottle of cure in my handling, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Oh, under your skirt.
So it was right. There were two guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were, that I would notice.
Placed so you're sure I would notice.
Everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I intended. That's when I took my shot. You know how it is. Just bent down to pick it up. Blammo!
So cruel. God dang. That's when you shot the professor with your own gun? Even though at that point he was already dead?
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared.
Right. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit, and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
Dude, I'm surprised we didn't actually use the floor layout more.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked up the gun.
Yeah.
There you have it. More dots. God dang it. Why? Stop it. I'll see up in my nightmares. Well, so there you have it. That's the entirety of my misdemeanor. Will you stop that, please? Oh, God, now I'm doing it. Not you, too. Your Excellency.
Yes?
I wonder, might I speak with you in private later?
What the? Huh? I shall call on you.
No, put her in jail! You're gonna get shot next, bro!
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. Toodaloo. Hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san.
No. I don't have to do nothing. You're a monster. What was her motive to kill? I still don't get it. Why would she do that? It's so weird. Ugh. Well, I guess we'll never know.
It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume. Oh, crap. Sorry. Getting a little antsy. Just getting a little fired up. This trial's run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement.
This can't be. Takutsuchu Ouchie does not lose! Not the likes of this rookie student!
You better start getting used to tough oppositions.
Ryunosuke Naruhodo!
Yes?
This insult to the Ouchie family name will never be forgotten!
You've been becoming conceited with age, Council, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. Dang, really just say, back down, punk. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that.
Huh? Oh my god. Oh. He's across the...
What? Huh? Dude! His heavy slash reaches halfway across the screen. My god. They got nerfed that next patch.
1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchie clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Well, be that as it may, in the Supreme Court of Japan, will I believe go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm flattered.
The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, there's only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world, while the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here.
That's good.
I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what will it look like? I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Osogi. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And bring it back to me. I want to look at it. Also, do not forget to fulfill the mission I'm posed upon you.
What was that again? Was I here for that?
I understand, Your Excellency.
What was that about? What gave you such a grave look all of a sudden?
Never mind.
Huh?
As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo,
Yeah?
in you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onward.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll try to do my best here, I guess. Dang. He does look a lot like Phoenix. I mean, that makes sense, but...
It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty. Is anyone really surprised?
Yay. Hey, that's not a bad look for you, Ouchie. I don't know. No, you got a giant ball spot. I mean, it's pretty bad. But, could be worse. Just wear a hat like the judge. It works for him.
This court is now adjourned. Get out of here now! Sick of all of you.
Understandable. I'll get out of your sights. Hopefully forever. I never want to go back there ever again.
Oh, that was a tough one.
I cannot believe I guessed on the plate thing. Oh, I just figured yeah, he would have it. It makes no, a plate's not that valuable. What's his name wouldn't steal it? I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through this horrendous trial. Yay!
Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations.
Well, what do you mean finally? It only took 5 episodes. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma.
No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget.
I thought you were talking about the cafeteria. Not the place across. Not the startup. Oh, God. Their sides are so good, though. You know what? It's worth it. After all your hard work, it certainly paid off. Yeah. Well, hello again. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence.
Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. They worked hard for the results, too, you know. So, come with us. Get some sukiyaki.
No, we can only afford 2 plates. Oh, no. I didn't do anything. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. If we hadn't the research report, Miss Brett, I don't know how things would have turned out. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Oh, yes, of course. The guy. Forgive me for intruding, Your Excellency, Susato Mikotoba. Yeah, I figured that out. I mean, they were together when we met. Speaking of Mikotoba.
There you are. I believe congratulations are in order. It's me, her dad. Don't get any funny ideas, Naruhodo, even though you're a free man. You did an excellent job.
Thank you. Wait, what was that other comment?
No. And as I should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Oh, Wilson. You mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson.
Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital.
You worked together? Oh.
I've never heard you mention that before.
Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Osoki.
Yes.
Great Britain's a magnificent country. Horribly smelly and the rats are everywhere, but it leads the world in science, medicine, engineering, and culture. And of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what happens in the Lord's world, just melting pot.
I will. I will learn all that I can. I swear it. The spirit of the Osogi clan.
You're not taking that sword to Great Britain with you, are you?
Of course I am. Figured. A Japanese man katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. It's a heck of a dowsing rod. And cuts down anything that's in my way.
Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is with my own two eyes. Just don't get in trouble.
Now reminds me what happened to the woman. To Jezal Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder.
Yes, sir. Well, it's not easy to tell you this, but
What do you mean? Surely she's gonna face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all. Right?
she'll be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai.
What? Shanghai? You're joking? She's gonna evade? No!
Jezal Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that.
But why not?
It's a matter of consul jurisdiction? Consular. Oh,
It's you, not her. Inspector Osanaga.
It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must
But what about... What's all this about consular jurisdiction?
We cannot try this particular foreigner for crimes here in Japan.
What? We can't try her? What? Then who will? Who's gonna bring her to justice?
A British consular court will hear her case. Somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard.
What? This isn't even a real victory. This is bullcrap. Why?
Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we signed the friendship treaty.
Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right.
And so long as it's not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, that can't invoke a consular court just like that.
Can't they? Dude, this is effed up.
Yes, she's a student. But it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on.
Another conspiracy. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for actions here in Japan? Diplomatic immunity? What?
I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her.
I don't believe it. That's bull. Come on!
The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this course of foreign student committing murder very seriously.
Oh,
It's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time for great turmoil, this new era hailed by the start of the 20th century. One day I have no doubt that women will receive the judgment she deserves.
Yes, change is coming. And we're the ones driving it.
Yes. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. Who's down for skiyaki? Get in the van. We're going to, anyway, this evening calls for a celebratory drink.
but Professor,
You're right. No time for gloomy faces. We took the dub, as they say. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun.
In that case, might I suggest that Carnival?
Shut your mouth, Osanaga.
as the head waiter, I shall be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're a detective. You're taking your job really seriously.
Let's not worry about details for now. Come now, to Le Carnival!
Will you accompany us, Professor?
Of course. The carnival's food is second to none.
I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
Oh, that is unbelievably forward of you. Thank you, ma'am. But come on, she should get to celebrate too. Man, this sex is bullcrap, so bro. Okay.
So Joseph Brett won't be tried here. Suppose that means I'll never know. Never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson.
Effed up. Oh well.
Kazuma,
Yes, Ryunosuke?
I just want to say thanks again. That's all. You saved my skin today.
I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? The defense was all your own work.
Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer. Not me. Bro, do not do this. Oh, no. You must go to Great Britain. Oh, like, come on. I barely got across the finish line.
Come on, be serious. What?
If it helps you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean. No, I don't.
All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that again. I just did what you told me to, that's all, because I knew I could trust you.
That's the point.
I beg your pardon? What is the point?
Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win?
Knowledge of the law?
No. The ability to believe.
To believe in what?
A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients and has to believe in them at all times.
Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it.
I'm human just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth, but you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. Being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Dude, you put me on a pedestal. Stop.
Believing in your client.
Well, I guess, yeah, it was pretty easy to believe in me, but, just look at today's trial. I'm a student of law with precious little real experience. But you never stopped believing in me. Well, you're like the best in school. You face seemingly hopeless situation time and again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts, because you never stopped believing in me.
I get what you're trying to say. Thanks, Kazuma. You're a bro.
Wait, why you look so sad? There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Oh, God, don't tell me. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me.
It sounds serious. What is it? You're still here, are you? Huh?
Yeah? Inspector Hosonaga?
I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant by the van. Thank you. I'll be right there. Alright. I guess we're going to look carnival after all. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory.
And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget.
Yes. My great study tour. That too. What? Why do I feel like that's the vibe where the story's heading? Oh, God.
So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. And Susato-san, who acted as my assistant.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Effing Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still, no, what the? Don't be a turb, Ryunosuke.
It's because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through this trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask this favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life.
God dang it, we're going to effing Britain, son of a, I don't wanna. Oh, man. God, what an awesome first trial, though. I can't wait to see what else this game has in store. Oh, this is gonna rule.